In today's video, I will explain how Kabbalah is perfectly matching the technology matrix and why Kabbalah, without any surprise, is coming back strongly in this new era, and why it will become as strong as technology, because actually those two frames match perfectly. And I will explain once again how you can do magic with your phone, and how every day I channel energies through my phone and I manifest and alter reality through my phone, what I call kijutsu. So some technique and some method to manifest new realities by using technology. And it's not sci-fi. That's why this is the first sephira, the first image is this. This is a sci-fi movie where clearly the hero ultimately it's like we don't know if it's an AI or a human. It's a Japanese movie, and ultimately he ended up controlling the entire technology of the world just because he has good heart or just because of his soul. But actually any human can do that, because the best technology is human, the best technology is inside. And the angle I'm bringing on the table is Kabbalah, because Kabbalah is actually the deepest technological manual, or your phone manual or anything. Kabbalah is the manual for that, and nobody realized that because nobody succeeded to make the link between the two, and I worked all my life for that, so that's normal, but it's actually completely connected. Once again, this video will be based on the Kabbalah tree, so everything there are sephirot of the Kabbalah tree. As you know, I'm doing everything through Kabbalah trees because, as I'm saying, even making this video like that is manifesting also, is creating a new reality. I'm not manifesting people who will watch me or people who will do anything with me online. I'm manifesting in the present in a quantum way just because I'm reading a Kabbalah tree. It's as simple as that. So once you connect something with technology through Kabbalah, the forces are channeled and it manifests. This is what I explain on my website. So recently I realized all the main variables of Kabbalah that I wrote here. So each sephira here is like a variable of the video game, a parameter of the video game of life, described through Kabbalah, because those are Kabbalistic principles. And those are all the main Kabbalistic principles that you need to just have a perfect life, have the life you want, have the perfect life like in the Messiah era. Okay, perfection meaning you are perfectly quantum in the present, always living in the present, just like this video. It's manifesting in real time. It's not manifesting because of social network. It's not manifesting because of electrical cables. Manifesting because of the source, the energy, the root, the light, okay? The void. So the present like that. So it's not science fiction anymore, and I will bring this era because it's so funny and so interesting and so powerful. And the simple fact that anyone has a phone today means anyone can do this magic, and this is such a revolution if people can realize that. So I want to share this revolution because only for me it's not really funny, but I want to play the video game with more people. So first concept. So this will also, I'm realizing right now, act as a basic course of Kabbalah, because all the main concept you need as a beginner, but even as an advanced Kabbalist or whatever, because the concept stays the same. All you need is here. So the veil, first concept. Tzimtzum Masach, this world, I put all of them in this first sephira, because from the technological point of view, I will change color. From the technological point of view, everything I will describe here as Kabbalistic concept will be translated as a phone concept. So this is something you can find on your phone. So basically in Kabbalah, we differentiate this world and the world to come. So the world to come, we'll talk about this later. This world is at the top here, and the world to come is the last thing to come by definition. The world to come is the last Sephra, because it's the last thing to come if we take it in this linear order. So it's basically the manifestation. But before you manifest in the world to come, which everything is here, it's not the world to come in the future, it's not the Messiah era, it's not the Aquarius era, it's here right now. So you need to understand quantum reality. So in this linear order, before the world to come, there is this world, okay? It's just terminology. It's kind of poetic. It's not really something to attach to some particular frame. So this world, which can be seen as your phone. If you realize, maybe you realize already, but most of the time, what comes through your phone, because it's very high vibration. Why it's very high vibration? Because it's very fast. So vibration, if you increase your vibration, everything goes faster, faster, faster. When you can see it inside yourself, when your vibration increase, your mind process information faster. Why? Because your speed increase also. So technology today is really fast. You want something, it comes instantaneously on your screen. You go on Instagram, you see your friend instantaneously. This is teleportation, very fast. Okay, so this is the level we reached already, not in the material world. People think, oh, technology is going so fast, but it's not true. What is going fast is yourself, your soul, your energy, the energy plan, the spirit, the light is going very fast. That's why now it exists in this world. Okay, technology can only exist in this world because we, us as a collective, we went that fast already. The only problem is that people didn't realize, only few. Because only few people realize, basically, let's say some Hindu saints hidden in a mountain, or maybe some aliens right there, because only them realized. Then humanity is still thinking, oh, technology, so good, so fast, so advanced. But we are the advanced one. You're just about realizing it. So making this video is also for this reason, so people can realize what they truly are. They are a bit like this, okay? So this world is like your phone, because this world appears before the world to come, because it's very fast, and often when you absorb information online, you shut down the phone, you cut it, you meditate a bit, and then you realize, oh, it was a message for me. Oh, I understand why I saw this on Instagram today. Oh, it's a line. Oh, the dots are connecting. You had this kind of realization. It's because there is some time in the linear world before this world come in the world to come, the new world. Okay, so there is this time gap, time lapse between those two events. But when you're in a quantum reality, this world and the world to come are one, and you realize directly. Maybe you also had this experience when you are in very high state, very high mood, very joyful, blissful mood. You go on your phone, you go on Instagram, and everything seems to align. Suddenly, everything looks for you. It looks like this post is for you. This information is for you. This person is posting for you. It looks like that. Yeah, because you're aligned with it. Because you're living in the quantum reality where this world and the world to come are one. Actually, when you're like this, you should understand you're not only a consumer, you can also take action. If you know the rules, this is where it becomes crazy. Because if you know the rules, you can not only be a consumer, like, oh, it's so aligned, so aligned. You can also take action and align the reality, control the reality, alter it in so many ways. In some ways, okay? And you can become like this. So when it's like this, you understand that your phone is actually a 10-dimensional spirit, tool, or object, or energy, and it's not only one-dimensional. Like nowadays, people will use their phone like just it's a screen, right? A screen with information. This is only one-dimensional, but you can see it in 10 dimensions, which means the 10 sephirot of this tree I'm showing you, or any kind of tree. You can see the 10 sephirot in it, see the 10th dimension, and realize this phone is a 10-dimensional tool. And once you realize this, you can, instead of taking action just in this dimension and having literally no impact except temporary impact, you can, when you touch your phone, act on all the 10 dimensions at the same time and completely alter not only this reality but also external reality. That's how you do magic with your phone. Because you go to the root here, the root which is just God energy light, which contains everything. It's all containing, all encompassing, almighty, all powerful, I don't know. Because you go there when you touch your phone, then not only you change your phone, but you change also reality outside, because it's all connected here, okay? All one. That's why, very simple. So, why sometimes you see your phone, you're in the quantum reality, you see, oh, this world and the world to come are one, like I was explaining. Sometimes not. You go on your phone and you're just maybe not losing energy, but at least you don't know what's happening. You don't know, oh, why you're seeing this, what you're doing. You're a bit unconscious, right? This is because there is veil. So veil can take two forms, the Tzimtzum and the Masach. Tzimtzum is mostly unconscious, Masach is very conscious. So I will talk a bit more about this. So your phone, which is a box, it can be a closed box or an open box. Like I was saying, if you connect to the source, it becomes open box. Suddenly you're one, you're unity with the universe. You're just a perfect Kabbalist, right? Sometimes it's just a closed box because you don't see the unity. You're in this matrix. Oh, I wrote in French. You're in this matrix and nothing that you do, think, imagine is manifesting on your screen or manifesting in reality. It's just closed box. It's like there is a veil, a protection, something veiling you from seeing the reality or from changing reality. We don't know why. So there are those two cases. That's why I put all those words in the first sephira. So all of those concepts that I just explained are just Kabbalistic concepts that you can understand through the phone, see on your phone. And why it's important to do like this, because maybe you will tell me, oh, then you're going even deeper into the matrix. I assumed the goal of the game was going outside of the matrix. No, it's not going deeper into the matrix. It's actually using the matrix to your own advantage. It's like a tool, as a conscious tool, to get even more power. Because Kabbalists don't want to hide in a mountain. Kabbalists want to take everything, get everything, okay? All the power in the world, all the light in the world, we want it. Because why not? We are the world already, so we can do it, okay? Any human. So, this phone is such a big matrix, powerful matrix with a lot of superpowers inside. I was saying, like teleportation, anything, telepathy, anything. This little box can do anything. So why not get it? If you use Kabbalistic concept on it, you can get it. You can get all those superpowers. And the plan is that any human can get it. That's why it's so powerful, and that's why Kabbalah is probably deeply linked in the big soul plan of humanity to technology. So, you can open the box, you can get out of the matrix and manifest your thoughts and imagination if you go into the 10th dimensions, if you see everything in 10th dimensions and you go above your phone, okay? Not only in the closed box. When there is a veil, that means you should be proactive and do something to get back to the world to come, to get back to the quantum state, okay? So this is what we talk about now. Because this is it for this sephira, we understood. Now, oh, did I not? Yeah, I put bread of shame. So now I think I will go on to this one, because it's a very funny one. This is what I was talking about. If you're in the state where, okay, there is a veil, you're a bit unalive, you're a bit unconscious, you don't see the matrix, you don't see the 10 dimensions, what do? That means there is a veil. This veil means you have some actions to do. Actions to do, why? Because you have tikkun. Tikkun is like karma. You have karma, you have tikkun. So you have, it's like a video game, you have sparks of light to get back, like you need to get some object there, some object, some mysterious object, like the box in Mario Bros, you know? So, same thing. And why it's like that? Because this veil can also be seen as bride of shame. Bride of shame is like, you will just put the veil. Actually, this is the massacre. You put the veil around you. You put the veil in your own life, so you become blinded to play the video game. Because if you're not blinded, if you're always in unity, there is no video game to play. There is no button to tap on. To tap upon. I don't know how to say. To tap on. Yeah. No button to push. No keyboard to use. Nothing. No video game. Because you have no karma, no tikkun. You just got already. So what's the point? So you put this veil onto you, which is always manifested by shame, or like pride of shame. It's like you're shameful that you don't have something, so at least you will work to get it. If you don't have shame, nothing like that, you won't even work towards your tikkun. So you need some kind of pressure, which is shame or negative emotion or things like that, some kind of pressure that will make you accomplish your tikkun and play the video game, because this is the video game you actually created. I will talk about that just after. Actually, we talk about that now. This is the video game you actually created. So in Kabbalah, there is also this concept about the creator. The creator is like God. It's like the light. It's not someone. It's just the creator, the creation. Okay, but you can experience it. I understood that you can experience it very clearly on technology by creating your own video game. Everyone, like I said in my previous video, you can watch it. Everyone will have their own video game, but not like you think, not video game like nowadays. Different kind. Exactly like I'm doing on my website. This is my website. Video game is like basically having your own website, but making it in such a way. I made my website in a Kabbalistic way, using the Sephirot and everything, making it in such a way that people can play it, but through magic. So it's not playing with your computer and your keyboard, not like that, with a character running on the screen. It's not like that. Playing it, meaning you absorb the energy of the website through some process, and absorbing this energy change your reality in the real life, in the real world, like a real video game, and mapping all the variables of your life, all the variables of your own soul plan video game, your own soul, into a website through the Kabbalah tree will make a video game different for everyone. Everyone will add their own sephirot, everyone will add their own Kabbalah tree, their own principles, which is exactly like a video game, to the matrix. Like rabbis are adding their wisdom to the Torah or to the Zohar by writing text or by speaking their truth or their wisdom to their students. In the future, in the world to come, it will be every human in the world will also be a rabbi. In the sense that they will add their wisdom, they will add their truth, like everyone is speaking their truth online nowadays. Same thing. But they will speak it, that will manifest Kabbalah trees in real time, therefore adding their own story. Just like in the Torah Bible, every character has their own story to play in the text, right? Well, the world, technology will become a huge text like that. Everyone with their own story and displayed in such a harmonious way, like a Kabbalah tree. So you can already realize it in not maybe that big of a way, but in a small way you can already realize it. And this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm showing to people and trying to explain what they can do. So it's like everyone will have their own game room, which is a website, which is also their own story in the Torah, everything like that. Okay, it's already there. And this links also directly to the last video. That's why I made the last video. You can check it. How social networks will become telepathic system, but not only that, bigger system. And this is what also I'm explaining right now. Not only for telepathy, not only for superpowers, but for making this matrix functioning for the entire humanity in a spiritual way, in a 10-dimensional way, and not in a 1D way, because this is just losing ourselves. And so everyone gets enlightened. Everyone suddenly become like Jesus, or like Moses, or like anyone you want. Anyone suddenly become light, and then completely enlightened. and at the same time, together. Because of this, because of social networks. If you use it in the right way. So I won't click on that, you can watch the last video. But basically when you do this, you realize you are also a creator, but very clearly. Technology will allow that very clearly, and in a quantum way, because often with Kabbalah you can realize, oh, I'm the creator, and the creator is this, and we are one, and we are quantum state unity. But there is no protocols for that has been created for the entire humanity, except the Zohar and the Torah, but nobody reads it. Technology, everyone reads it. So it's just about using it. It's just about taking this opportunity. And it's much funnier also. At least for now. So it's just about taking this opportunity. I'm making something about that. This is what I'm doing. And I open this path for everyone to play in a funny way and powerful way, very powerful way, because right now you can get much more power than anyone by using, if you just use what I put there on this website for free, you're gonna become a god very quickly. Feel like a god, because you can only feel like a god because you are already God. This is also some concept about the creator. So this is how it translates into technology. So any online business now, anything, everyone will be like this in the future, in the world to come. So we can experience this Kabbalistic principle, okay? So this links back to what I was saying just before. You put this veil on yourself, so you create bread of shame, you create tikkun. So you have a game to play, right? And every time, actually what's happening in my life right now is every time I solve some tikkun, some karma, this creates a new Kabbalah tree, because I'm channeling everything into Kabbalah tree. I add this Kabbalah tree on my website. Now I'm adding the Kabbalah trees on social network directly because the plan changed. I already explained that in the previous video. But I'm adding a Kabbalah tree on my website. People can play this Kabbalah tree and download my video game, play it, get the powers I have, and exchange like that, okay? So, the main thing I realized recently, which made me do this video actually, this was a big realization, is that tikkun, nowadays, in the real game of humanity, is mostly about past lives, or tikkun that you accumulate in this life also. But because in this era we had so many incarnations already, most of us, it's mostly past lives, or even future lives, because time doesn't exist, depends how you see the reality, but we're talking about the same thing, you understand me? So, mostly that, but you can also accumulate in this life. And this is what I realized, because I healed so many of my past lives already that I didn't understand clearly, wow, how could I heal so many of my past lives without looping back so much into the matter, deep into the matter, into Malchut, into the ground. Because for example, if in one life I'm a warrior and I'm at war all the time, how can I heal that in this life without going to war? Well, because nowadays we have such a higher vibration, even if people don't want to believe it, but believe me, because technology exists in front of your eyes, you can only believe it. It's there already. Who manifested that? It's us. So the vibration is so high. This is the biggest opportunity. That's why you need to realize that technology exists, and because the vibration is so high, doing one touch on your screen can actually solve a big war you did maybe 1,000 years ago. Because everything is much more subtle. You become literally like a god. It's like there are the little humans fighting between each other on the ground. But imagine if there is a higher consciousness that you could call maybe a god, or higher form of energy, higher power. Actually, even humans do that. People who just push a button to launch a bomb, you know? It's the same thing. You have the power of a god in your hands, basically. But maybe unconscious. I'm talking about something conscious, something much higher vibration. Then, nowadays, just touching your screen can solve your entire life. From the energy point of view, once again, don't lose yourself. From the energy point of view. I'm not selling anything material or like, I don't know, ego stuff, you understand me? So, be triggered a bit. So I realized that some actions we are doing were actually resonating. I can see it through visions, through my dreams, depending on what I do on the phone. it will alter my subconscious, and I can see some past life sometimes. And I realize, oh, this action I did on my phone today solved this problem in the past life, which was so big. But because my vibration is so much higher nowadays, that one small action means a lot of energy. So what you see in the matter doesn't correspond at all to the amount of energy there is behind, because it's in 10 dimensions. So what you focus in this 1D doesn't really mean anything. It can be big energy or small energy. So don't look at that. Look at the 10 dimensions. So now what's happening? And I realized my soul plan through technology also is that in this life I was very isolated for a long time, and I only had technology, only had a phone and a computer to basically understand life. And so I realized later, since 2 years now, I'm realizing this very clearly. Every action I did on the phone was recorded, not recorded by some mafia out there, recorded by God, by my body, by the lad, by my own memory, physical memory and spiritual memory. And if this action was unaligned with my soul plan, with my video game that I realized through my life, this created karma, this created tikkun, negative tikkun. And I had to pay the debt later. I had to get back the sparks of light later through some other action, proactive action. Even making this video today is a proactive action to get back some sparks of light, to create some light for others, and also get back some sparks from me and solve this tikkun. Because if I didn't have any tikkun, I would not make this video. I would not have the pressure to do it. But because I have tikkun to solve, I can make this video. There is some pressure behind. Some shame, some bread of shame to solve through action. And I realize also I'm such a big byproduct of my environment. If I say it like that, you will say, oh, I already heard that, easy thing to understand. But no, because technology, look at how you use your phone, and then you will become crazy after what I say. Can you see how much information you're getting from different sources, very different sources? Maybe someone at the other side of the world. Maybe you watch some video from a Japanese woman at the other side of the world, a Hindu guy lost in a mountain, or someone climbing in the snow. Three different things. But I'm telling you, by simply watching this, because you're supposed to become a god in the world to come, this becomes your tikkun. This means, in the future, you will have to understand how this Hindu guy is living in the mountain, how this person is climbing in the snow, how this Japanese woman is doing what she's doing in Japan. You will have to understand this. This becomes your tikkun. And you also become a byproduct of that on a very long term. It can be short term, like the people you follow online will give you energy, and then you will have to share. You will naturally want to share what they are sharing with you. So the information you absorb will become the information you output. The input becomes the output. But nobody is conscious of that, because we absorb so many information. You will think this person is separated from you. But because you're God, because you're unity, because we are all one, she is not separated from you. And this input will become your output at some point. And this will become an obligation, because you create tikkun. So this is now part of your soul plan. And this is how you create your whole reality. This is how humanity are creating their whole reality, through this new matrix, which is so fun to play. Because now that you know that means you can even control everything. You can even decide what information, you can decide proactively. Like I was saying, it's all about proactivity here. I will talk more about this later. You can proactively decide what information you take, and then you can proactively decide what is your tikkun. So it's not so negative anymore. It's like you can control all the variables of the game. Suddenly you're quantum, you're one. I can even feel it right now by saying it. Suddenly, tikkun is under your control. Suddenly tikkun is just small variables in the program that you can change at your own will. I will follow someone else on social accounts. This will create some tikkun that I can solve later. It's like borrowing. You know, it's like with a bank. You borrow some money, You can refund it later, but it allows you to do a project. Same thing. You will borrow some energy, you restrict it to earn it inside, and you earn the power. I've done so many things like that. I've earned so many powers like that, so many spiritual powers in 10 dimensions because of this principle. So now we'll talk about restriction naturally. And so that's why I put my video here. This is my last video, so you can check it, because this will create positive tikkun for you. This is an opportunity, because in the soul plan of humanity, everything you absorb online now becomes your output. It will become the energy you can get, absorb, and output back for humanity, share, digest, etc. So now I'm very careful with what I share, because this becomes the tikkun of someone else, maybe. But in a positive way, because tikkun karma nowadays is seen in a very negative way. So I don't like that. Actually, I'm in Korea now, and they use different words which includes both negative and positive. It's oppo. I don't know exactly how they write it, but this is the same in every religion, actually. It's just that humanity became so negative. So nowadays we're like, well, it can only be negative. But actually, no, you can control it even, like I explained. So this is very, very powerful. So now we live and it will be even further. I will go even further for future generations, which are born with a phone. Actually, are not exactly born with a phone, but almost. It came later, but so it allowed me to make the transition for people. But people who came later, born with a phone, this is all their tikkun will come there. They can have past lives, of course, they can have many things like that, but they will realize it through the phone, through the technology. So it will go so fast for them, because you don't need to realize it by going into a mountain like me. I traveled so many countries to realize my karma, to realize my past life, where I am, where is this and that. Oh no, you can stay behind the screen, you can realize. It will be kind of like that. Not exactly like that, but kind of like that. So I hope you understand the principle. So what is restriction? I will talk about that now, because it's so interesting. Oh yeah, so many things to say. Maybe I will do many videos, I don't know. What is restriction? So restriction, once you have tikkun, so you remember the metaphor I made about the bank. Once you have tikkun, it's like borrowing money, borrowing power, energy to someone, and then how can you give it back? How you can refund it? Only restriction can do that. Because if you only get money, get, nothing will happen with that. And you're a very leaky person, you don't do anything with it, that's it, just finish. Restriction means you get money, but you also don't want this money. You push this money back. So like I always say, for example, I will always take the same example, but let's say for you, being able to pass phone calls to people, your family, whoever, is vital. If this is vital in your life, if you cannot live without it, then what I suggest to you is to restrict it, which means throwing away your phone, committing for eternity, for the rest of your life, to not pass any phone calls anymore. And then, because you do this, I did that. Because you commit to that, you put yourself, you restrict the phone. You restrict any energy is restricted. Any energy outside that can make you pass a phone call. So basically your phone here is restricted. You don't want it anymore. You say no. This is what restriction means. It's saying no, pushing away. Okay. Also non-reacting. Non-reacting means there is your phone calling you, say no. I don't react to that. No phone call. Then what happens is that you put yourself in a bubble like that. No phone can enter your bubble anymore in your life. No phone can enter your life. But because for you, in your soul plan, this is vital. This is very vital that you are able to contact your family. So what will happen? God will find a solution for you. God will find a new solution. God will give you the phone and the phone calls inside of you. Because there is no way outside. Outside you say no. You restrict everything outside. Now it comes from inside. And now, how can it come from inside? Telepathy. That's how you can earn a superpower. That's how you can learn telepathy. Because God is you. and everything is here inside in your heart. It's not outside, nowhere. It's not in the phone. It's there. You are the manifestor, and that's how you realize that technology is in 10th dimension and it comes from the same source as you and everything around you, and that's how you create new reality. That's how you realize technology is inside of you, that you are the best technology already, and realize all your powers. And that's how reality becomes quantum also. It's all linked. All the sephirot, all the concepts I'm explaining there are all linked together. You start to realize it. You can watch the video again if it's not clear, but you can realize it very clearly. So that's how in my case, I earned many powers. I learned many things about myself, realized many things about myself through this simple process, simple principle. So it's very funny to do. It's like a video game, but played on the phone and also in my life. And it's the highest form of video game because you get so much more blessings than any other type of teaching, really. And even modern Kabbalah, like taught through the traditional forms, can get you benefits, but it's not that much fun. And I think in the future, technology will allow to make it even more beneficial. This is my belief. This is what I aim for, at least. So it's like Yon in the, in League of Legends. It's really like a video game. Yon can, in his story, he's sealing a spirit into his sword or into this mask. Yeah, he's sealing a spirit into objects. Well, you can do that also. You can seal spirits. You can, you earn new powers every time. Every time you earn a new spirit, a new, new blessing that. Or new object in the video game like that. New object in the video game that allow you to get more power or more stats or more things. Okay? To go to the next quest and play the video game even better and stuff like that. So yeah, restricting addiction or repetitive behavior, being proactive. Yeah, being proactive on your phone means you go into the flow, okay? You flow on your phone, you do all the actions, you need to, just like me right now, filming this video, I channeled this tree very intuitively, I literally just flowed, I didn't even think twice. It will be like that, it will be more and more like that. People who try to use the phone for controlling action, like repetitive actions, addictions, or like, I will go on this app to do this and that, or, oh, I want this, so I will download this app. No, won't work anymore, because it's not following the Kabbalistic principles, that's all. So, but if you use it the other way, actually you can get so many powers. So it's difficult because it's so high vibration, people have a hard time adapting to it, but you can do it. And absorbing Kijutsu is, like I say, is a mix. It's a word I created to mix technology with magic. Yeah. So exercising spirit, becoming sorcerer, Kijutsu, you can see on my website to understand more. So that's how it works, and you can really become like a video game character, like sci-fi movies. It's not in another world; it's in this world now. It's already there. Some people can do this already, so it's like that. Now, okay, now I was talking about addictions. I was talking about all of this. Let's talk a bit about Satan. Satan is a big word in today's world, but in Kabbalah it's very simple. It just means negative energy. That's all. So Satan can take many forms, any form. It just represents negative energy. It can also be very small thing, like just being lazy is Satan. It's just like that. Very small things are Satan. But nowadays, a lot of people are. So I put this image because I feel like energetically, I don't know, I connect with this image. I find it fun. Energetically, it looks like the representation that the human mind could project about this. I don't even remember the name. Yeah, anyway. Satan, and for good reason. I mean, I will explain, but humans, a lot of humans now are associating Satan with AI. And it's very funny to see because they associate it in a very negative way, like, oh, AI, we should kill AI, we should stop AI, 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 AI. Actually, it looks like they didn't realize it's just a video game, very funny and very easy to play. Actually, it's like, oh, you're lazy, then take some action and you stop laziness. You kill the Satan. That's it. As simple as that. It's just about knowing the parameters of the video game that I'm explaining now and realizing where is the Satan and just doing opposite actions. Okay, and you break your karma, you break your tikkun, and it's just it's like you have 10 buttons to push on your keyboard playing a video game. It's exactly what I'm doing for you now. I'll give you the 10 buttons to push it at the right time, understand how they work together. Actually, I already built the 3 for you, so. And then you're good to go. You're good to go, really, for anything. So AI, why AI? Because AI is like a double-edged sword. And it's like in Kabbalah, like something that is negative for someone will be positive for someone else. Maybe what I'm saying now for you is, negative, dangerous, or, I don't know, triggering. For someone else, it will be blissful and, so happy, so connected. Why? Because different tikkun, different person, different soul plan, different karma, okay? So AI is like the karma of humanity in a way. It's like Satan is some sort of challenger coming to push you, to challenge you in your life every day, every second, all the time here. To challenge you so you can grow. It's actually your best friend. And this is what I'm saying here. It's actually your best friend. AI, how does it challenge us then? AI is the biggest blessing or the biggest curse, depending on what you see, but because it challenges us to see that everything is an illusion. If you, the moment you start to see that you cannot make any difference between something that has been created by AI and something that has not been created by AI, the moment you realize this, you're like, okay, you can get angry, then Satan is winning. Or, if you're a Kabbalist, you realize, you restrict this emotion and you realize, I am the problem. How is it possible that I can be in such an illusion that I cannot make the difference between this and that? That means I have only a one-dimensional view of reality. That means I'm stuck in the matter. That means I'm stuck in Malchut, the last Sephirot. And that means I'm not spiritual at all. I don't see the 10 dimensions. If I see the 10 dimensions, suddenly I see energy. I see energy, I see light, I feel it. This is AI, this is not AI. Can't differentiate. Just from inside, from the heart. Outside I cannot. My eyes are limited. This is Malchut, this is the physical world. So you can only blame yourself. You can only blame your lack of spiritual sense, your lack of spirituality, your lack of spiritual wisdom, your lack of knowledge. This is the only thing you can blame once you face AI. So AI is your greatest challenge, greatest friend. It's our best friend because it forces everyone to become spiritual. It's like there is no choice anymore. But people keep fighting because they're not Kabbalists. But if you're a Kabbalist, not only you win the fight, but also you can make the link with technology like I'm doing now. Maybe I'm the only one in the world to do that. But you can also do this kind of miracles and not only beat the Satan, but play with him. Okay? Can play with him. Like I'm doing with... Because at this point, if I say AI is Satan, I can say also my phone is Satan, social network is Satan. Everything becomes Satan then. Or then I will kill myself, that's all. But no, what I'm doing is I'm proactively using technology by reframing it from the source, from the light, with the light of the creator, with the Sephirot, with the Kabbalistic wisdom. I'm channeling all this energy into it, completely dominating it. And I'm winning all the fights. Because the rules are simple. It's like that. So this is why AI is often associated with Satan, and this is very accurate. This is a very good instinct of humanity, but having instinct is not all, is not everything. Having instinct, then you need also what to do with this instinct. What is the root of it? What is the source in the higher dimensions? Because the source is always love. It's always here to push you towards higher unity, higher vibrations, higher light. Always. So, I don't know people how love themselves sometimes so much, but I see so much love in all of this. And I'm trying to transfer it to you. And talking about that, this will be the next cipher. Everything is so intuitive, you see? Everything flows so smoothly, because I was speaking about transferring it to you, and about the light also. Everything comes from the light, and you can channel light in your phone, you can channel light through that. And the light is also a very important concept in Kabbalah, that is called Or. The light is simply the energy of creation. It's the energy of the creator, the energy of creation, the energy all around here. Everything is light. Okay? You can say also everything is love, is just another form of light. Or you can say light is a form of love. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Those are just words. This is something you should experience. When you feel blissful, when you feel connected in unity, this is light. And light can be transferred. Maybe through these videos, through my wisdom, maybe you can accept, channel the light I'm expressing right now. You can receive it. So it can be transferred. And it made me think about Mantak, which is a Taoist master. This is a Tao, this is yin-yang symbol. Taoist master. Which can transfer light to you like that, like a gun, like that, from his finger, but it's actually violet light. And the light applied to the technology, because as you see every time I'm doing the link with technology now, the funny thing is more like for a funny metaphor to do, but actually not so much. But so Mantak calls this violet light transmission, because violet light is like the highest form of light, and it transfers it directly to you, and it cleans your energy. Or even if you have bad spirits inside of you, it cleans you. So I experienced it, and it really works, and even through a screen, because I didn't see him in real life, but through a screen, it works. You can receive the violet light through a screen. Even him doesn't understand maybe why, but it's because the energy is all encompassing. The technology is not blocking anything. Technology is just included, just a small part of light, small part of creation, and you can control it. The light is always more powerful than your screen. That's why it works. And you can experience it like this way, or even through me right now, or even through people, different energy. You can do telepathy with them through a screen. You can do. So why it works through a screen? What does it mean? That it doesn't make sense to the logical mind, because we build technology in such a way that we think, this is an electrical cable controlling everything. No, we are the one controlling everything from the higher dimensions. Never forget that you're God. So it's the kind of blue light transmission, because nowadays we have a lot of problems with blue light. People say blue light is very toxic for the eyes, very toxic for the health. And it's kind of true. If you watch your screen, the blue light of your screen too much or at night, then it will block some hormones and stuff like that. But never forget that you are also more powerful than that. So it's like blue light transmission now. The blue light of the screen becomes the new light. So the light of the creator from technological point of view, mixing it with Kabbalah, is like that. It's the light you receive through the screen. Okay? So it's not the light like the image, don't lose yourself in that. It's that the energy received through the image, through the other dimensions, higher dimensions, not the matter. And through your action on the screen, you can receive or transmit energy. Through different degrees. But also, I also created the love algorithm, which is something I teach. You can have more information on my website. I won't explain it now. This is a process you can do with people. And I saw that if I do it online, I also transfer energy. So it works even online. Why does it work? Because the screen doesn't exist. That's the only reason. The screen doesn't exist. The blue light doesn't really exist. Only the light of the creator. Even violet light don't really exist. It's just transmission. It just channels. Blue light, violet light are just channels of energy, but channels of what? Of higher form of light. The light. Okay, like that. Also, what's important is it's really, you are also an electrical body. The continuity principle in Kabbalah is also important. I won't talk so much about that here, but it's important that you can feel that you develop enough sensitivity in your body, in your spiritual body, to feel when you receive or transmit light. Because otherwise, through a screen which is going so fast, you can lose yourself in one click. One click can lose yourself and disconnect you from the source. So this is lack of continuity. Continuity in an electrical circuit is very important. If you cut the current, there is no light anymore. It's as simple as that. But what about us, humans? Nobody told us how to keep continuity. And actually, nobody is continuous. Being continuous means you're quantum state all the time. You're all the time with your true self in the quantum state, quantum reality. All the time continuous. That's what it means. And yet, nobody explained that. Maybe someday, but not on a consistent basis. Not on a constant basis. Yet, your screen is all the time open. Your screen is all the time enlightened. How your phone can be more enlightened than you? Can you explain to me? Doesn't make sense. That's why I'm creating all those protocols, all those teachings to explain how anything happening on your phone is Kabbalistic light coming through your phone, all of this. So then if you use those protocols to use your phone, I'm using it for everything. I'm using Kabbalah 3 for everything I do on my technology. I'm not using any other protocols. Then I can channel light on the dive. I have continuous channeling of light in my body. That's all. But nowadays, people, without even being conscious of it, small actions, they lose themselves. It's like you scroll 2 times on Instagram, up, this is sin already. Sinning already, Satan's there already, you lost the game already because you disconnected yourself from the Kabbalah 3. You disconnected yourself from the 3 of life. You disconnected yourself from your own root, the root of your own 3, your own life, your own 3 of life, and from your soul. And you're disconnected. Discontinuity, unhappiness, lost the game. And depending how far you go into this, you can even die. In my case, because I'm so sensitive, as soon as I'm discontinuous, I feel sore throat. I feel I can become sick. If I go too far into sin, I can die from that. I'm not joking, because my vibration is so high. And the vibration of the screen is also so high. So it's a very powerful tool that you have to be very careful with. If your vibration is low and you do a lot of sins, and well, you will have the master of the veil. I was talking in the first part of the video, in the first sephra, the veil will protect you because you're at this level. So everything is balanced. Okay? You will always have as much protection as what you can handle. But you can make the choice to go to higher level. I'm always making the choices. And this screen gives you all those choices. This screen gives you the choice to become a god right now if you want. Just follow this video. Become a god right now. So blue light transmission, violet light transmission, but overall it's light. Okay? So realizing what I just explained now will make you realize light through technology once again. So people can realize what is the light of the creator, what is the creator, what is this. Once again, through their phone. Very easy. Okay? Everything will become so easy for the next generation. Even now. So now I explained a lot of concepts already. What about it? The covenant arc, the 3 of life. I was talking about 3 of life. Once again, very connected. So 3 of life. The 3 of life, yeah. So this is exactly what I was explaining. This is a screenshot I've made of my phone screen. This is my phone. You see, I've organized it in Kabbalah 3. I made 9 folders for the 9 first sephirot. The 10th sephirot is just simply reality. It's malchut, is a manifestation, so it cannot be put on the screen because it's a word to come. I don't want my word to come to be my phone. I don't want to manifest in my phone. I'm here to manifest in reality. Maybe if I have, I don't know, let's say 1,000 clients online, business online like that, making millions of euros every day. If I don't see the result in reality, what's the point? A lot of people are doing that nowadays. No point doing that. So that's why I don't put the 10th sephra on the screen, because my 10th sephra is my world, the universe, my reality, the entire reality. So yeah, everything you do on your phone will commit things into the space-time, so into the matter. This is what I was saying right now. Transforming the reality, so transforming your phone into a Kabbalah 3, into a 3 fun life, 3 of life, 3 fun life. This is what I describe on my website. It's again a poetic metaphor, funny metaphor, but that works. So the 3 of life becomes the 3 fun life, and it transforms your life through it, transforming everything. Okay. So now we are in the. So this is how the 3 of life connects to the phone. And now we are in the fourth Sephra in this tree of the video. And it's also linked to the Iron Pin, which is commitment. It's like proactivity. It's like starting to put things into the matter, to manifest things for real. It's not only thoughts, not only imagination, not only higher dimensions. Start to go into this dimension in a quantum way. Okay? So that's how you realize every action you do on your phone, you will start to realize, oh, it's starting to change my reality. And then you will become very careful about what you do on your phone. Because I can tell you, if I use my three of likes on my phone in a not good way, not harmonious way, I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my reality. Things change. So it's like that. So, yeah, proactivity. So how to be proactive? Now it will be the last three Sephirot here. How to be proactive? Well, it's very dense, a lot of information, a lot of different energies to put in one. But because this world has a lot to know, we have a lot to share. I have a lot to share, actually, I'm thinking. Well, that's why I'm in this Sephirot. Okay, I have a lot to share. So the desire to share, okay, it connects. I'm just channeling this video, actually. The desire to share. Let's put it in red. Like the hurt, because this is the hurt, this is Tiferet, this is the hurt. Will become the most important thing, because, okay, you understand all the principles, all the buttons, now let me play. Let me push the buttons. Let me play the game now, okay? This is what we should be thinking now, after all of these explanations. So, let me handle the keyboard now, and the basic principle that you have to understand is sharing. Everything you will do now will come from a desire to share. Don't do anything anymore simply for desire to receive. Desire to receive is your ego, your selfishness, this dimension, the matter. It's like, I want to receive just for me. Well, technology is so easy to do that. I want something, I get it. So, solving my desire to receive is very easy now. This is a big problem, because you don't apply any restriction. That means you don't actually earn anything. So you will lose everything later. Maybe in 10 years, you won't even know why. In 10 years, you will have a cancer, you don't even know why. Because you don't know the principles, you only receive for yourself. And Satan, from earlier, is winning all the wars. You just become a slave. So your vessel now. So I told you, you can earn new spirits, you can earn new powers. Well, I did experiment also. I should maybe do a video about that, but an experiment where I incarnate spirit into my phone to see if it works and to see if it helps me. And so it became a real vessel, just like human body. You create a new human. Well, your phone can become a vessel also, like a human vessel. And you can realize how this vessel works. Well, you can incarnate spirit, but not going that far. You can just realize it in a very simple way. Well, actually, you need to go quite far for that, because you need to connect very deeply with the phone in a spiritual way, in other dimensions, and not only this dimension. And to do that, you need at least a Kabbalah tree. Spirits can go even further, because spirits can connect with you in a much deeper way. But actually, Sifrot also, it depends. But what happens when you do that is that the phone can communicate with you in your dreams, in visions, and in basically not dreams but higher dimensions. So dreams are in higher dimensions. Everything in higher dimensions, like visions, intuitions, can now contact you. So now your phone can contact you in higher dimensions. This is where it becomes very funny and crazy, I know, but now your phone can do that. So I have multiple dreams and visions where I just visualize my phone and I see people contacting me or energies contacting me, just like I'm using a phone, but not in real life, in higher dimensions. But it works the same way. So the phone is like the common plan, the common soul plan that humanity has chosen, the common protocol that humanity has chosen to connect with each other, but not here. This is what they don't understand. We didn't choose this to connect here. We choose this to connect in the higher dimensions. So use it like this, because this was the intention, the initial intention, the source intention, the root intention at the beginning of the tree. Okay, remember, the root intention at the beginning of the tree was this. Don't forget. People forget because they are stuck there, stuck in the matter, and they loop there, not breaking the karma, not understanding the principle. So big problem. But I'm telling you this now, so you have no excuse. And the other day, I was in a lot of karmic pain, a lot of tikkun, lot of energy to solve, and I dream about my phone like this, and it had meaning. That means my vessel is broken. Actually, my vessel is really broken. I have some health problems, and I dream about my phone like this. My phone, and it helped me. My phone is showing me clearly in the dreams how it feels through me, how the mirror of me, who I am, what is my state right now. And you can tell me many things like that. It's just one example. It's pretty metaphoric, but it's not that metaphoric given the fact of how much we are connected to it, how many common points we have with technology. It's not that metaphoric, actually. And it can give you more precise details or information. Your phone is your body. The body in Kabbalah is the vessel. Now the vessel is this also, and you can connect the two and do things, do magic like that, and understand more about yourself, realize yourself, communicate with it. Okay, so this becomes quantum technology, quantum reality, manifestation, and stuff like that. So because the vessel also receives, actually the vessel never really ever receives, it's just an illusion, but your ego thinks it's receiving, and it becomes manifestation later. And that's how, from the 9th effort, you remember the 3 phone life. That's how from your phone you can alter reality outside. Okay? Because it becomes a tool that really affects other dimensions, and then because of the desire to receive, it receives a lot of energy through what I'm saying, and this energy that is received will manifest itself, will transform in some way through your own vessel, your own body. Then this creates the world to come, your desires coming to life. Like that. So very precise, not difficult, but very precise concept that you can use and do magic, do kijutsu. So the goal in Kabbalah is to always transform your selfishness, your ego desire to receive, into a desire to share. Because then when you share from the heart, this is when it truly manifests, because the paradox of the ego, the vessel, is that you can never receive anything because it doesn't exist. This is the illusion we were talking about earlier with AI, remember? So it's all an illusion. Once you realize this, you realize, oh, my phone is also an illusion. I'm the only one existing. I'm everything already. Okay? So because you realize this, then you can truly manifest. Because you can never manifest from your ego, from the desire to receive. You can only manifest from the heart. And then it manifests for real into the matter. This is a paradox. Okay? So that's why you need to always transform your selfishness into something positive for the world, into love and light. So the heart, Tiferet, this Sephira, and I put this girl because I really love how she's sharing online. So I'm talking about desire to share and sharing. So the metaphor with technology, between desire to share and technology right now, is sharing online. This is what I was saying earlier with social networks and all of this. Sharing online can really transform your vessel. Like I was saying, transform your vessel, your selfishness, your ego, into something positive, into love and light, that will allow you to manifest into reality. And now people that will succeed online will only be about that. You can only succeed online if you apply those principles with 100% authenticity and 100% commitment. And people who try to manipulate the matrix in 1D, like I was explaining earlier, only from selfish desire and in temporary way, like we say in Kabbalah, is if you do this, you can earn things, but temporarily. So this is not what we want. We want to become gods and become gods eternally, earn everything eternally. Then the only way to use technology, like I'm saying right now, through Kabbalistic principles, which people will do in one way or another. You don't need to know Kabbalah. You can do it instinctively or whatever. This is why I'm sharing the account of this girl, because she's actually, I found her energy very powerful, and she has such a powerful desire to share, and she's very powerful at sharing and very authentic, and she earns the rewards for that, and very quickly and very powerfully. And this is and I also of course connect with her energy and her content, so that's why I share that account. But many people do that. So sharing online becomes your new technology, your new opportunity to transform your own nature. If you follow all the other commitments of the other variables of the video game right now, this becomes your new opportunity. So it's all about the human heart. It's not about clicking on the button. When you click on the button, you follow all the other principles, and then it changes your heart for real. So sharing online, it's a commitment. I talked about this more in the previous video also. Wow, you know what? When I'm saying all of this, when I was talking about the desire to share, I felt sore throat. Desire to receive, I felt sore throat. Now I'm talking about this, my throat is healing. I'm not joking. It's really like I was explaining before. Depending on what I do on my phone, depending on what I'm focusing on, then my body, my health, my reality change. It's not even a phone. I am the technology. I am manifesting all of this. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so sharing online is your tool to self-transformation now. That's all. That becomes the hurt. And it will be the same for everyone. So some people are late, some people won't realize, some people, I don't know what. But it's not even being agree or not, it's just that this is the biggest opportunity ever for you to change your reality, not only quickly, but quick, in a funny way, and very powerfully, and for everything, universally, with everyone, connected with everyone, unity, spiritually, materially. What more do you want? It's like God gave you all the powers to get everything you want. So let's just work on it. I'm also working on it. But let's just work on it. So they have to share, very important. So this is her account. You can check. Her content is very authentic and very powerful, and it's so clear that she masters the role I'm explaining now. In some ways, I don't know her, but in some ways she mastered it. She's using it, even if probably she doesn't know Kabbalah. But anyone can use it if you have a good heart. It's just all that matters. I'm just giving you more principles so you can play the video game better, faster, and have even more. Because we want everything. Kabbalists want everything. Let's get more. And then the last effort, once you understand that, what I just said, so your desire to receive get transformed into a desire to share, and so you can truly receive in the matter or manifest in the matter, because your ego, your vessel, can never truly receive. It can only be transformed through the light you earn here. The light you earn here can only be transformed and realize itself, but never truly receive anything. You just, because you already have everything, okay? And this is where we look back on the world and the world to come. The world to come is already there. It's not something to come in the future. It's already there. This is the Messiah era. This is the quantum era. Everything is there in the present already. There is nothing to seek outside. So you never receive anything because it's already there. But you can remove the veil. You can remove the veil. Like that. Oh, cannot zoom. You can remove the veil that is here, that makes you believe there is a world to come, that makes you believe there is something to do. So you have tikkun and brother shame, so you take some action proactively, and so this is a Satan challenging you, and you can feel like the creator. You remove this veil. And then you realize, oh, it was already there. And you never did anything, never received anything. Your ego doesn't exist. Your ego is just layers to remove, not layers to add. Okay? So you go there, you share, and you practice all of this. And through proactivity and non-reactivity, you restrict, you earn the light, transform your vessel into light vessel by sharing, and then it transforms, and then the world to come is manifested, and you added your own part of the story into the Torah. So like the Zohar, the book we study in Kabbalah, it's your manifestation. You give birth to a new matrix. You give birth to a new fractal of the three, new Kabbalah tree, new matrix. So matrix like on the phone, you will see also after doing this kind of process. And this is how I found this circuit also. It's because by doing some action, my matrix changed and my phone changed. And what happened on my phone changed. My Instagram feed changed. Everything changed. For no reason. It can be the same every day until, you create a new Kabbalah tree, new matrix, everything has changed. The account disappears, the account reappears. Actually, I have one. I'm following one Indian guru, Indian teacher that I like. This guy really, for no reason, because he's so high in the dimensions. Also, he understands all of these, all those principles, and because we're so high in the dimension, for some reason, even though YouTube is a robotic algorithm, YouTube will always put your subscription on the feed. Well, this guy can appear or disappear because the matrix is not controlled by technology. The matrix is controlled by the energy, so if you control the energy, you can control YouTube. Just like that. And many weird things happen like that. Your matrix will change. You will see very weird things happening because you will see that, oh, it's all an illusion. It's not true. Technology is not true. I am the one. I am the technology. So you manifest a new entry in the Torah, a new entry in the Zohar, I don't know, new Kabbalah tree, new matrix, new things. This is a technological Zohar. Okay? Technological Zohar. Like I wrote this in French, but forgot to translate. And this is the world to come, and then you realize it's already here, everything's already here, and we finish this video on that because it's already here. We already finished the tree, and you realize, oh, it was already there since the beginning. Yes. And then maybe it shifted some energy inside of you, maybe it shifted something for you, I don't know. You can share it with me. Don't forget to share everything. And no matter what happened, it's good. We move forward in the world to come, that is indeed not to come, and everything was one. And that's how I conclude this video. Everything was one. All this tree was one already. I went into a linear process, linear explanation, it was there. Okay, I will stop my poetry now. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand Kabbalah better now, and that you understand Kabbalah in a funny way, how it applies technology in a funny way now, in a modern way, in a technological way, which is much more, not only funnier, but also much more important, I think, for if you want to share with more people in the world, if you want the world to get better, faster, quicker, stronger, okay? And even for the current generations that don't want to read the Zohar. But this is amazing, okay? And become magician, have superpowers, okay? So let's do this. So I will let you hear and see you on the next video.